Welcome back, guys, to Vonnie Ruby Reacts.
Hey guys, welcome back.
This is Hunt for Love, episode 4. Hope y'all had a good day. We're going to jump right into this, guys. We ain't going to tarry. Now, we see in the last episode, they were arguing, Jen and Tim. So Joe pulls Tim aside and he tries to get him away from the confrontation with Jen, right? While he's over there talking to Joe, Cole walks up to talk to Tim. We want to know what's going on. So Jen comes out and she wants to finish her conversation with Tim. And he's like, look, girl, go over there. He sends her away. Take 20 seconds. Chill. He proceeds to tell Tim, look, you know how she is. So why are you in her face? And then Jen intercepts. He's like, look, I'm going to find out what's up with this guy. I'm going to take care of it. Now, while Cole is talking with Tim, Jen is saying off to the side, she feels Cole is controlling. She don't like how he pushed her away and took over her conversation with Tim and basically just told her to go be somewhere. She don't like that. You know, she ain't feeling it. You feel like that was controlling?
Yeah, like in a way, because he basically like just dismissed her. He was like, "Hey, look, this is a man to man. It's about the woman that I want, so I need to make an impression. So you go over there. You take 10. You take your 10 seconds. Do like what? Like just dismissing her over there. Like."
Okay.
It could have been done a little bit better because women do take to that.
I thought he was calm,
So
but let's look into this more.
You take 10, like it's
I
just
see.
he had a little,
It was
in
like,
there,
this my
it's like,
business. Why you taking over my business? It's
Yeah.
between me and him. You don't shoo me
Yeah.
away. You ain't permanent to me yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. So while Cole's confronting Tim tells Cole, hey, she's going around telling people I'm gay because I didn't want to sleep with her. And he said, so why didn't you want to sleep with her?
Did you sleep with her? No. Well, why?
Yeah, why? So did you sleep with her? No. Okay, she might have a point. Well, why?
Well,
we was arguing.
Yeah, like,
what? You could have been arguing too bad. She wanted to do it. It didn't stop her from wanting to do it. You sure y'all was arguing or she just was feisty and wanted you to put out her fire? I mean, let me know. But he had some good questions, y'all. So while everybody, this is a dress code thing, he's eccentrically dressing. He's not a sexuality. That's what they say. That's what they say. Back up off Tim. We ain't on Tim. Cole says, well, did you sleep with her? No. Well, why? We was arguing. Couldn't have been arguing to her. You sure it was an argument? See? Okay. Now, while they trying to talk, Chantel dive in the middle of it. She started talking about your breath stain. He's like, well, go over there then. You're not going to be getting in his face. And I just feel like, Chantel, this is inappropriate. This is out of order. This is two men speaking off to the side about approaching a woman. I don't care who wrong. Tim's out of line because that's a lady and he should find a way to confront this lady privately if he needs to. But I just feel like he shouldn't be confronting the lady. Just don't deal with her. Just like all the guys are thinking. All the guys seem to have the same perspective in this.
Right.
Cole is like, why you in the girl face? He over here want to talk to another man. Chantel's jumping in. Then she's talking about don't hit me, making it like he putting his hands on her. Girl, if fists start flying, this gonna be the last place you want to be. I'm just saying, you can't be Tim's protector. Cole says he's not biased. This is between them two and their relationship. He just here to understand Tim's point of view. But hey, this is about some old 7-year-old shit. Leave it alone. Stay out of her face. Well, why you went over there, right? So if you don't want no problems, don't go over there. Which they right. It will die down. Tell Cortney don't come tell you about that bullshit, and then everybody else go follow. That's how you deal with it. To me.
Okay.
Now, Tim gets mad and he just like, I'm out of here, I'm going home. Everybody feel like Cole is acting like Jennifer's husband, protecting her and all. And I'm just like, why is Rob never around for to say he like Jen when these scenes are going down? He ain't never there.
I don't know. I was wondering that.
Like, where
where was
is
he?
Rob?
Where was he? Did he know about this? Did he know this was going down?
He definitely don't get in it. He try to stay neutral. I don't know if she gonna feel safe with him, but hey, I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean,
I can't get mad at him for not being there though.
yeah, you
But
don't
it's
want to
like,
try
dang, come on.
you
You
don't
better
want to
not
try
have
to
one
prove
more.
anything to,
He don't, but is he
with
purposely not
drama.
being here?
So
We don't
I
want to
don't
see
know.
another scene where he ain't there. But to give some pipe. Cause all while this dude was messing with her, what you finna get into, he was just like, I don't hear it, girl, I got this pipe. But Cole would have been like, hey, brother, you need to get out of here. Don't you got something to do?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying why he ain't around. Is he acting like a husband? To me, he acting like a guy that's interested. If a lady has a problem with a man, it's to a man to go deal with him. She shouldn't have to deal with that. That's why guys are putting their hands on girls and getting disrespectful out of pocket. It's called giving crazy vibes. Yeah, I said that in the last episode. He is giving basement the leader vibes, you know. But I would be comfortable knowing that if a man got in my face, I could just continue eating, drinking my wine, and he's gonna tend to him. He's showing interest. He's saying, "I'll protect you," and if he a pilot and he consistent at flying, he's giving, "I'll provide." We just need to see the other aspects, but I mean, we'll get into that. I'm just saying, it should bring a sense of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're gonna be like, even if you went on a date with a guy, right, and y'all was at a restaurant, and a man bumped into you, and you was like, oh my goodness, and you was knocked to the floor in the front of your date, and the guy was like, learn to watch where you at, and then you would be like, you need to learn to say excuse me, and then he come and just grab you up and be like, you better watch who you talking to, because I don't care me, and muff you. Even if you was on a date with this guy and he has no obligation to protect you, in your real feminine, in your real girl mind, did the thought ever say, oh my goodness, this guy I'm on a date with did nothing?
Oh yes.
What kind of a man? I don't want to go on another date. You in
It's
your heart feel like
right
he should have done something,
there.
right?
Yes, absolutely. I am expecting you to.
But
absolutely.
What if people in the comments want to challenge you? Not his girlfriend. You not his wife. Why you need to get into that?
It is, at the end of the day, it is still a part of being a gentleman. We're on a date. I need to know if this is a potential steady thing, that you got me. This was time and opportunity right then and there.
What about the ones in the comments
At the end of the
saying,
day, you should feel safe with who you with, and he failed. He failed as a gentleman. He failed at how
what
his
you
mom
want
was
him to
supposed
do?
to have raised him, to how to treat women out there. That goes all the way back to opening a door and being kind and nice to, your elders and
So
women.
he should have enacted violence?
No, but he should have
Confronted the man?
taken up for her. It could have stopped at just verbal.
I got a question. What about the people in the comments that got this to say towards your statement? Just a moment, I'm getting the word in. Yeah, so there's some people in the comments that are saying, this is not a gender thing. Mm-hmm. You can protect yourself. How dare he try to protect you and defend you like you can't?
Nuh-uh. See all that there? I'm old fashioned, and that's the way I look at it. Look at it the way you want to look at it, baby. That's what it is.
This is old fashioned. This is an old fashioned concept.
It's whatever concept you want to look at it. I'm old fashioned, and I do expect whoever I'm going to be with, whether it be
you saying you're traditional,
male, or if it is a stud, you are to protect me and that was another man against a woman. Like, come on.
So is Cole acting appropriately, or he acting like her overbearing husband too soon, too fast? Innocent.
Overbearing husband too soon, too fast.
In the situation
It'll
where
scare a chick, but you know.
No, only in the not in the scenario where we're headed to, but only in the scenario where he's protecting her from Tim. You see it as overbearing husband, or she needs this man to confront this man.
I would say she needs this man to confront this man.
Chantel's there taking up for Tim, so why do they care if Cole's being her husband or not? That's unfair. Why he can't be seen as being a friend, a guy, standing up for her like Chantel keep diving in for Tim. Tell my I had to make sure I didn't get inebriated so I could be there for Tim.
Yeah, I mean,
this is the very thing that's making people think that Tim is G.
Yeah.
That he's
and she
on the other team.
And she knows it.
She
and
knows
that's
it.
Why she's acting like
going
that
so
with
hard.
Him.
Like, don't hit my girl. She's not like that. She can't fight a man, but I'll take you. I got it in me. No, I'll be like, Chantel, you need to get out of here. You perpetuating the thought. I need you to go. Like, it's two men talking right here.
Right. You are a whole female. Like, you need to step aside. Like,
if I was Tim, I'd have played, hey, girl, you need to get out of here now. Two men talking. All right. You keep your girl over there. I'll stay out of the way. Gone.
Yeah. Regardless of what Tim got going on. Okay.
All right, guys. Let's move on. So we pan to Tiffany, Rocky, and Chantel. And Rocky's telling them, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Basically, that if Tim wouldn't have went over there, it wouldn't have been nothing. If he claimed it ain't nothing, then don't go in the girl's face. Which he's right. So here's another guy saying, Tim really shouldn't have went over there.
Right.
I mean, come on. It's a woman. It's a lady. So what?
You heard what you heard, but you ain't have to go approach it.
I agree. He should have just took a shot and went on about his business and hollered at a girl. Yeah. So why they trying to defend them? Rocky like, hey, that's relationship shit. Just like I said on the last episode, that's relationship shit. He's like, who knows? I'm not biased. They going back and forth about some last year shit. That's between them two. You really can't say to get in the middle of it. I'm not choosing sides. That's between them. But he just don't need to go in another girl's face. Chantel don't like what she hearing, and Tiffany don't want to mess up her chance with Rocky. So Chantel like, oh, let me just go to the bar and get a drink and try to change the subject. Go on, because he ain't feeling it. Everybody know guys not messy. You got to be messy to want to go get into it. A guy be like avoiding it. He don't even want to deal with that with his old lady. Like, oh man, and she go talking about it. If he could stay away and hide about it, he would. But going, look, let's address, nobody's doing it. Not guys not trying to talk about feelings, emotions, and leave me alone and get in my face. They'll just ignore you. Tim was messy. He wasn't in a girl face. So he went, I told y'all what this was going to be. Now, Tiffany over there thinking that stuff like this is what's making Tim's chances harder with women here, because they going to be like believing some of this stuff, I guess. And she's trying to blame it on Jen. Like, no. He's not even currently talking to someone and being interrupted by the drama to where he can even blame her because he's so wrapped up into what she's doing. I take all the beef up with the person delivering the messages. If you come over here with that shit, you was trying to mess up my good time.
Yeah.
I see you as a threat to my vacation. You knew it was going to put me in a bad mood. And if it's dumb and I can't do nothing about it, you shouldn't have told me. Now, if they trying to get me out of here, like delete me, and they got my drinks at hand, you was a friend. But other than that, nobody trying to shake me up. You just being messy. You could have kept that over there. You a part of trying to ruin my trip. So stay away from me for the rest of my trip so I can enjoy it, please. You make bad decisions. Wasn't a good idea to tell me while I'm sipping mimosas next to the beach, water blowing. You know what I mean?
Right.
What Jen said.
Disturbing my peace.
You know what Jen said, bitch? If it's messy, because these tacos right here and this tequila.
Keep it moving. I don't want to hear it.
So personally, I ain't got nothing much to say about Usman and Cortney. He's over there kissing her ass, proving to her he like her, all of this and that, and she's just playing in his face for somebody she don't really like. Colt,
Exactly.
like I said, we called this in the beginning, so we ain't even. It's nothing to say. Let's move on to the next couple. So we at the bar, and Colt is grabbing Jen's arm, and he's like, "Come on, girl, let's go." And she like, you go follow the line." He's like, "What? So you ain't coming with me?" She's like, "Well, look, you sit there. I'm going to talk to him." So Rob's sitting on the side, and he's like, "Shit, yeah, girl, make your move, cause you know you always with him. He always here. You know, let me. You got to make time." So she goes floating over. Cole's like, okay, okay. I think she answered him when he asked her, "Would you like me to leave?" She can't expect you to sit here and watch her on a little mini date with Rob.
Right.
She not wrong because you supposed to date around. I don't know what's wrong with these people on day 2 losing their mind, claiming that you for them.
Yes.
This is like,
oh my God.
She ain't even sleep with him, kiss him, nothing yet, and he acting all sorts of, you want me to wait? I clearly don't want you to wait. I'm talking to another guy, and you would imagine it would be uncomfortable you here watching me.
I told you to go head on.
I told you go fall in line. Go with the
Go.
line.
I'm gonna take my time, she said.
I'm taking my time. Why would you sit there and wait and watch?
He want to play. You want me to leave?
He trying to prevent. As long as I'm hanging around, then y'all can't be serious. You like her little gay friend or something? No, sir. No, no, no. Rob ain't saying nothing. If it was me, it ain't time to yet. But Cole would have said something. He would have said, "Hey, buddy, you need anything?" If I had to be like, I would have did it. Because I would be like, I just be too chill. But you got to feel your spot. Yeah, I see that's what Rob doing. But yeah. Cole said, I ain't going nowhere. I don't care what day. I'm right here. Making shit uncomfortable. Guys, y'all think he acting crazy? Hold on. So Jen begins to offer Rob some drinks and tell him what kind of drink it is. He ain't trying to sip, but she gone and she ready to move forward. Cole is telling them, let's go, guys, let's go, guys. I can see Rob really not listening because he don't know what he's saying, if it's going to be some beef. So he's just not giving him eye contact. Cole's trying to tell him the line's moving, let's go, let's go. So as Rob grabs Jen's hand, he's like, come on, we got to go with the line. And as they get on towards walking down the hill, Cole say, are you Rob's woman or mine? And she like, chill, you are aggressive. Now, why would he say that? Woman. Dang, this is, and you know what's crazy? That? Women deal with this every day, huh? Like you could meet the mailman and just maybe give you a number or just say hey, and then he's acting like he belonged to you.
Oh yes.
Who was that guy that was trying to cut your grass the other day? Yeah. I talked to him for a few minutes. I could cut your grass. I told him that. So don't even worry, he ain't gonna be back. What? Women deal with this all the time. God knows if they sleep with him. He want to know where they live at that day. Don't let him find out. So Cole's like, I'm not aggressive. You know that. So I'm assuming he's meaning to the fact that when he was in the room with the breakfast last episode, he didn't make his move when she said you could touch me all over. And she thought he might have been kind of vanilla and a little slower moving. And she was going to have to lead a lot. So I guess that's what he's throwing in her face when he says, you know, I'm not aggressive. And she was like, well, I don't like your energy. So she ain't vibing him right now. Plus, he was trying to control her conversation with him. She just turned off and she just really ain't trying to see what's up. She done seen this behavior before. And she ain't trying to repeat these cycles. That's what she stated. She did make sense about why she immediately got turned off. So I'm not going to say she playing in his face. And before we even say that, let's not deny the chemistry that her and Rob had the entire episode that was undeniable. Cole was just in the way, hanging there for good friendship conversation until Rob got brave enough to come over. But he didn't. But he did place himself in the vicinity And she just slid over there because she knew it was her turn. Because if you always with Cole, you gonna have to make a way. So she was saying she appreciated the way he had her back and the gestures he took with Tim in protecting her, but she don't appreciate the way he spoke with her, and it's turning into something that she didn't expect, and it's making her want to leave and get away from him. And hey, if you see patterns that trigger you or that you don't like, you're not gonna continue on with this person. You're gonna be like, whoa, I was experiencing this in my last relationship, and it was a big deal for me. And these are signs of somebody that's extremely controlling. I'm gonna move forward and get away.
Correct. And it's a huge red flag because, like she said, if this is happening right here, right now, like at this time, we just meeting, we didn't even make it solid or anything.
We didn't even kiss yet.
You ain't taste it? Oh no, you crazy right now. No.
Yeah.
No.
So guys, they heading to get on the bus so they can head back to site, right? Now Rob trying to make sure he don't get on the bus with Elise. So he's looking because he don't want to go through no crazy type of drama. So to me, in this point, Elise ought to be getting it. If this guy like me, he'll be trying to be around me. But instead, he's not trying to be around me to talk. Jen seems to not have moved on. It don't look like so.
She's having a hard time.
Rob's getting on the bus. Cole's getting on the bus. Jen's getting on the bus. Jen sits down and she's pulling Rob. Sit with me. Rob like, I bet. Yeah, all right.
No matter if I do.
Because you see, you never know, man. The day will turn around, man. Guys, never give up. Here I am. I was giving up. I didn't think I had a chance with Jen. He was out of out of nowhere. Here I am, and she's like, it was a good day. I never thought this morning. Rob's in heavy cheese. Girls don't be knowing. They don't be knowing. It be hard trying to get you. And when you do, he's like, who would have thought it? It's like Cole getting with Larissa. Anyways.
Yeah.
So Cole's like, Rob, get up. What?
If you sit there, it's gonna be a problem.
If you sit here, it's gonna be drama. He's like, whoa, man, I don't want no drama. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be drama. Rob like, man, this ain't his wife. I ain't about to get up and she gonna tell me to sit here with her. I'm gonna sit with her. She's like, no, Rob, stay close by, sit with me. Cole, that's another signal. Get the phone. Guys, just tell me to get on and I will. The line, go with the line. I'm going to talk to him. Sit here if you want. Rob, sit with me. This means disappear, buddy. Beat it. Kick rocks, find something to do. But he's not leaving. I don't know what he's hoping for.
He get it. He don't want to leave. He get it. He just can't.
He's like, I'm going to make it hard for Rob to make till you want to make it hard to make.
This is weird.
Y'all, it's crazy. This is like
ruin it.
Somebody not letting you date.
Right.
He acting like he leaves.
Yeah.
So Jen tells Rob, look, relax. Listen, please, listen. I just met you yesterday, dude. I'm just getting to know him. We're getting to know each other. Relax.
We're
friends. Oh, we friends? Yes. What the f is wrong with people?
Hey.
This scary.
I thought this was what they were supposed to be doing.
Dating. Going around and seeing who's a match. They like, shit, you talk to me for 1 minute. Clink, clink. Who woman you for, me or Rob?
Like, what?
Dude, thank you for the fruit basket. And hey, it was nice drinks and shots. But what else? What?
Nice knowing your piece. No.
So like Jen said, this is old behaviors from the past. She recognized jealousy. She wants somebody stable. This guy ain't stable. It's turning her off. She want to go somewhere else. So Rob starts to count Jen tattoos. Cole's going crazy over there. He feels demoralized after he protected her from Tim. And right now, he don't hate anybody more than he hated Rob. So he fell away towards Jen and Rob, and now he's gonna sit with her arch enemies in the back. Usman is back there with Tiffany, and they like, yeah, I thought you was gonna come back here. He was like, I was planning on it. So I guess he's just gonna be back here cooling with them. He don't see a chance for them anymore. Okay, bro, you really hurt. So Jen has a Nintendo Switch, and her and Rob gonna play Mario Kart because he challenged her to it. But she needs a charger, and he happens to have one.
Yes.
So he gonna get his charger, wink, wink, and he gonna come over later, and they gonna be able to play. He said he can't wait to beat her in Mario Kart. And she says, please. Yes. So they all make it back to site, and Rob reminds Jen, don't go to sleep tonight because you know I got to beat you in Mario Kart. We got to play. All right? And she's like, all right. Cole leans over in her ear. It's like you're making a big mistake. As Rob lifts her up off the floor because they was laying down, she's like, I ain't making no mistake. What you wanted to be the last thing on her mind while she's sleeping with Rob? I said, they're going to need some more tequila shots. Meanwhile, Rob ain't even worrying about Cole. He just act like he don't see him. So they got a wager going on that if Rob loses, he got to wash her clothes. But if he wins, he get a kiss. So he heads on back. So Rob's almost in the building, y'all. Hold on. Rob almost in the building. They get back to site. They at her crib. No, they at his. It's not clean. There's shit everywhere. He wasn't expecting the girl to come over. He was right. He was telling the truth when he thought it was over for him. Usman gets in the room with Cortney, and he basically playing games. Cortney dims the light, gets in her robe, she takes everything off and get in her robe, sits on the bed.
No, she still has her
garments on
from the party, like her outfit.
But the camera crew need to leave, but they ain't left yet. She tells Usman take his shoes off. You too dressed.
Yeah, like you're not getting comfortable.
You're not getting comfortable. Ding, 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 ding. I'm in my robe. I dim the lights. For all the people that's a little slow and the bus is just taking a little longer than necessary. She dims the lights. That means she's very comfortable with you. And she's getting in a relaxed state.
She's setting a vibe.
She's setting the vibe.
You know?
She's signaling to you to get comfortable. She gets in a robe. She's giving you the energy that I'm in an available, vulnerable, ready vibe. She tells you to take your shoes off, you too dressed. At this point, you're going too slow and you're agitating me because if I got to spell it out, I could do it myself because then I'm going to be turned off. Now take your shoes off. You asked a stupid question. Would you like me to stay over? Should I take off my shoes now? I think when I turned off the lights and I came out in the robe, I said, take off your shoes. I think when I sat on the bed, I said, take off your shoes. I think when I said, you're too overdressed, take off your shoes. What you want me to beg you? You rolling around in the bed. You've been on the beach. You've been everywhere, laid all over the ground, and you in my bed in clothes. I asked you to go change. Go get some clothes. You don't even have your toothbrush. You get offended and want to leave.
Yes.
So you basically just want to be stank and nasty and then make up lies that I ain't ready. Usman, I hope this proved to everybody what I said. Usman does not want to be in America. This is just a part of his resume. He is getting his American money. He is making US dollars. He is building his home back in Africa. He is never serious with these girls. It's an acting job for him, and he goes back. He is not serious about Cortney, but she ain't serious about him either for him to even be caring. What's wrong if a guy peeped it out already and just using it to his advantage like they are? She getting a check. She don't want him or Colt. And he getting a check so he can just go back home. But at the end of the day, that was lame. Don't come in here and play stupid, dumb games. You know?
Yeah.
Like, dang. If I walk out and I got a towel wrapped around and I'm in nothing else, then, and you at my crib, then what I'm saying to you, girl, we about to be in the back.
Let me match that. Let me match that energy real quick. I'll be back. Nah, I'm going getting nothing.
I wouldn't entertain him tomorrow. I just
no.
The next day she shouldn't even entertain him.
Hell no. No.
That's all I got to say on them. Anybody, let us know down in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jennifer and Rob, what everyone's been waiting for. Come on, guys. All right.
Oh, child.
So tonight's the night. Rob makes it back to the room. He's got his charger. They're going to play Nintendo Switch. Mm-hmm. She's laid up next to him drinking wine. He's playing the Switch. He's on the court, all right? Guys, Switch 2 out, and I can't wait. All right, just had to drop that in there. So, listen, guys. Get a Nintendo Switch. If this didn't show you why, the girls are playing adventure games. You might can get in, all right? So, Rob gets in. She's laid next to him. She's drinking wine. They kissing, they making out, but it appears Rob got way too drunk. She sees the ping crashing down, and she jumps in to intersect because she can't have this. She invites Rob out to the pool. You need to jump in the water. You need a cold plunge. They having a good time out there, and they come back in, and they have they have a good time out there. They come back in. Rob's bucket naked in the nude. She gets in the bed. It looked like she gives him a special kiss, and they look like they edit it out and they just show on top of it. They rolling around in the bed, and TLC has a new version of them. This is why I would never sleep in those rooms. We wouldn't do it. We would have to go somewhere in the bathroom where a camera ain't at. That would suck. But
this is
cover the camera. This is
porn.
This straight porn right here. But it looked like they had an amazing time.
What?
It looked like they have
yes.
sexual chemistry. Mm-hmm. The next morning, Jen's in the pool, floating in the clouds, in the heavens, above the firmament. And Cortney over there with that bullshit. Girl, let's know so much drama. And guess what, girl, I would have floated away from her if I was Cortney. I would have got away because Cortney was feeling like she got the end down of her life. She looked like she got pounded out. It looked like he beat the shit out of her in Mario Kart. And she loved it. She was glowing. She looked like she ain't had like that ever. Okay? Or in a while. But
I wonder
this
how
looked
many
like
games
ever.
they played. I wonder what level they got up to.
She looked rejuvenated. You know that look on your face? Tell me y'all didn't see it. She looked fresh, rejuvenated, alive. She looked like,
you can't tell me nothing.
I needed it. Cortney want to talk about, but Cole was hurt. You need to give him a chance. Don't stop talking to him.
I no comprende.
Girl, get the fuck out of here. Because no, that's not her permanent dude. Shit. She don't need to talk to him no more if she don't want to. You got to decide between two people, don't you? So let people date. I didn't like it. They need to get Cortney out of here. Guys, let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Yes.
Don't put that shit on Jen.
Troublemaker, mess maker.
So Usman over there trying to find out while ignoring Cortney because he offended that she wanted him to put on clean clothes before he got in the bed. Oh, and then he being nasty talking about, do my feet stink, my shoes stink. It's like, girl, don't put that in my head. Look, won't you just go change your drawers, your socks, your t-shirt, take a quick shower, come back, go get some clothes. Your room right here, go get it. Come shower really quick, come get back and hang out with me. We're going to have some shots. But no, you're going to get offended.
Right. She's telling you to go get your stuff and come back.
So he ignoring her on the beach talking to Colt, trying to see where Colt head is with her.
Yeah.
This dumb.
Usman acting like this. And like she said, at the same time, you never, ever even asked her out on a date.
But you trying to hit it and lay all in the bed. Mm-hmm. Well, you let him in. If he had his nice clean clothes on, you would have let him in. But still been against his moves. Oh, guys. This was Hunt for Love, episode 4. Who making the titles? The girl who played Mario Kart? The boy who loved his own face?
Right.
Like,
that's ridiculous.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Do better.
Rob did that. They had an amazing night.
He did.
I wonder if they talking to each other right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. But dang, they actually got a tape out there that the company have that they had to censor. Like, think about that. They blurred it for us, but they have y'all.
They could see it. They really see it.
Do you see what I was talking about now? Like, I would
Straight
not
up tape.
sleep together in them rooms. We would not.
Oh no.
We wouldn't. I wouldn't even believe there was one camera.
Gotta go around the corner in the closet somewhere or something.
Nuh-uh. Show me where the camera's at. I need a camera locator. Anyways, guys, let us know what y'all think about this episode in the comments. I think it was bomb. I'm not mad that she's talking to Rob. We been saw that. It's not like she was like, I'm gonna go talk to Rob to get you mad. She was always more interested in him, and Colt was just right there not allowing it.
Right. So I just want to
date around. Her and Rob might not work, right?
It might not, but let's see if it's gonna go further than just having them just having sexual chemistry,
right?
You know, because sometimes that's all it is with people. You know, is the sexual chemistry, and then what? Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah. So I'm curious to see what else is gonna be.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, let us know what y'all think in the comments. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. This is Vaughn and Ruby. We out.
Peace.